Hello YouTube, welcome to Dr. Roulette Volume 3. I started with a bankroll of $500 and my goal is to get to 20% before I cash out, which would be $600. So I'm $70 away from reaching that, and I'm going to quickly place my bets over here. Okay, so you see the first dozen has hit 3 times in a row. Now they say that roulette is random and that everything is a random event, but I do not think so. I believe in the laws of average. So according to my laws of average, 3 times is usually I would bet against it, And let's see what happens here. Okay, so I give myself 2 chances. So let's go ahead and press rebet. Martingale plus an extra. So if I win this bet, it will recoup my losses and also give me profit of 50 cents. If I lose this bet, I will not place another bet, and the reason why I do this is that I also want to stay away from pockets of trends in case it okay, so that's a victory. In case it goes 5, 6, 7, 8 times in one dozen or row, which is rare, but it does happen, and that's why I stay away from that for that. Now, if you can see, I'm right now I'm waiting for another 2 dozens or 2 rows, or a dozen or a row, I should say, that hits more than twice in the same dozen or row, and then I'll bet the opposite row or dozen. So I'm waiting for 2 that hit in the same row or same dozen. Okay, so mission accomplished. So that's 22 and 24 that hit in the second dozen. So I'm going to bet against the trend. Okay, I'm going to flat bet number 1, dozen 1 and dozen 3 respectively. And if I win, this will give me a 50-cent profit. This is a 24 out of 37 chance of hitting. Never play more than 2 spins at a time to avoid traps that the roulette system makes for you. Alright, so that's a win. Okay, so once again I'm going to sit out this, and patience is virtue. It doesn't take much to sit out a couple of spins and wait for a pocket of trend and then bet against the trend. So I'm waiting for, once again, 2 numbers that hit in the same dozen or row, and then bet against. Not playing more than 2 spins at a time. In a sequence, I should say. Right? Alright, so that's 11 and 8. So I have 2 choices. I can either go second and third, or I can go first and third. In this case, I will go row 1 and row 3, avoiding the second row, which hit twice. And guys, try to keep your sessions short. Another reason why people lose in roulette is that they make profit and then they keep their sessions too long, and then eventually the wheel catches up to you. So try to have like mini goals of maybe if you have a low bankroll, such as me, $10, and $10 each session, which the ultimate goal would be $100 for me, the ultimate goal. But keep your sessions a half an hour at a time, and then come back to it after. Okay, so now I'm going to, I lost that bet, so now I'm going to add 2 more units to each, making it a $3 bet, $1.50 on each row. If I lose this bet, like I said, I will wait for another trend and add 2 units each. If I lose, and if I win, decrease it by 1 unit by going back to my ultimate goal of 50 cents each. Okay, so I lost that one. Right. So now I'm going to I'm going to wait for another trend. I don't want to get stuck in the same pocket of trend that could last 8-9 spins in the same row. So that's why it's a big reason why people lose so much in when they play two out of 3 dozens or 2 out of 3 rows, is that they feel like, okay, now it's my time to win with a 63%, 64% chance. But that's why don't get into that trap, guys. Be patient and wait for another pocket of trend. Okay, so that's the number 26. Okay. So you can see right now it has hit 6 times in a row. In the middle row is hit 6 times. But as I mentioned, I'm waiting for another trend now.
That's close collective.
And I will have to put up $2.50 on each row or dozen. Okay, so let's go see what this is. Okay, so this is okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put 250, and I'm also gonna cover the 0. Well, let's give it a bit extra mustard, and then cover the 0. Okay. If I lose, I'll add 2 more units, making it $5 each, and then 50 cents on 0. When I get to higher numbers, I like to cover the 0. It pays 35 to 1 as well. So let's go see what this does. My little secret weapon. All right. So that's a win. So now I'm going to wait again. And that's one of the things, is you got to be patient. Patience is virtue. Is a virtue. It is absolutely true. Good things happen to people that are patient, you know. And that's the thing, you know. Just take your time. Work out. Okay, so that's 2 numbers that hit in the 3rd row. So let's go ahead here. Let's do a little bit of catch up here. And let's put 2 units this time, and then 50 cents on 0. If I win this bet, then I will go down to 1 unit each. If I lose, I go up by 2. So if you lose, go up by 2. If you win, go down by 1, and then cover the 0 when your units become higher. All right, so that's a win. Back in profit here. Right. All right, so that was a 33. So we have 2 units that hit in the 3rd dozen. So this time I'm going to go to 1. I'm not going to cover the 0 because my numbers are low, my wages are low, my units are low. So I will leave it like that. If I win this bet, I will go back down to my flat betting, which is 50 cents per unit. Perfect.
Drink number 8, black.
Right.
Low and even. First
Now,
dozen,
I am
black
also
is two
tempted
bets.
to play another strategy as
Welcome
well.
to placing.
As you see, the black has hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So let's go ahead and bet against the trend and give myself a few
That's best on the
opportunities
list.
and see if I can get a hit before she reaches 11 black in a row. So right now she's at 7. So I'm just changing up my strategy a bit. All right. So I got on the first one. So that's a win. Okay. So the first dozen has hit 3 and 8. So let's go ahead and bet against the trend and go back to the laws of average. Let's go back to the second and third dozen. I've stressed it so many times because that's how I when I used to play the dozens or the rows, I would, I would see like 3 or 4 times it hit, and then I would just keep on playing and martingaling and Mitchell-galing my bets until I blew all my money. So it's very important to only play 2 spins at a time. Okay, so I got that win.
Congratulations.
Moving right on here. So there are a couple of other strategies I would like to show you.
That's a close.
One of them would be a debt recovery strategy. If you want to regain some of your losses and your 2 out of 3 rows or 2 out of 3 dozens is taking too long to be able to execute. I do have a strategy I'll show you now. Okay. And this is good for debt recovery, which would be basically betting 5 out of the 6 lines. When you play this strategy, you don't want to play too many spins out of it because the total bets versus what you win is high. You place a high bet and you win only at 1 unit. So for my case, I placed $2.50 to try to make 50-cent profit, which I did. But you don't want to play that too many times. But it's good for debt recovery. And then you go back to the 2 to 1 rows or 2 to 1 dozens, 2 out of the 3 dozens or 2 out of the 3 rows. So right now, as you can see, the second dozen has hit 16 and 13. So I'm going to go and bet on the first and third dozen.
That is down weak at 36 red, even 5 from here section.
Alright, so that's another win.
Congratulations. All of us
36. Okay, we're going to have to sit this one out.
No, that's good too. Drink number is 7, bread. Low and odd first dozen for raising the 0. Congratulations on the race. Welcome to Place Your Bets.
Fortunately, I'm filming on my iPhone, so it's a dated model. It's an iPhone 7 Plus, so it doesn't give me much time to film, unfortunately. So I try to make my videos like 15 minutes, and usually my sessions are about 30 minutes to try to make a $10 profit at a time. The ultimate goal is to make $100 out of 500. But I play 20-30 minute sessions at a time.
I didn't even know we can
Okay, do I have enough time to show you? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, guys, well, I started this video with $30 in profit, and you can see on my top left corner I made $4 in profit. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please gamble safely. The doctor is out.
That's gross.